So a couple of years ago, I think it was 2023 actually, it was announced that Star Wars we would be we would be getting a Star Wars film that was centered around Rey's character. Why? I don't know. Star Wars has had so many ups and downs, lefts and rights, tops and turbies, and they've been trying to get it right. Now, Andor season 1 and 2 is chef's kiss. I know not everyone may agree with me on that, but Andor is the shit. Season 1 and 2. But Star Wars has had a lot of misses, but some of the misses, one of the biggest controversial, not controversial, but fan dividing um movies is the latter trilogy with Rise, Force Awakens, and Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. There are some people who absolutely love those movies, and there are some people who absolutely despise those movies. But it hasn't been one of those knock it out of the park moments for Star Wars. It has been really divisive. So it's really strange that that is where Lucasfilm wants to go back to that part of Star Wars, or at least that's how it felt when they announced it. Like, why? Why are you going back to that? Like, that was so not okay for the world of Star Wars, good or bad. It just it wasn't a win. It like literally split the Star Wars fandom in half, and some of the stories that they've done since have gotten away from the world of Skywalker and have been absolute wins. Others have been absolute shit. But the idea of going back to that world seems crazy to me. But anyways, maybe we won't be going back to that world after all, because we have some news on the Rey centered Star Wars film. Let's take a look. All right, this is coming from movieweb.com. It says Daisy Ridley's Star Wars movie gets another disappointing update. The Daisy Ridley led Star Wars film is reportedly facing another major hurdle during development as Lucasfilm begins to focus on other upcoming feature length projects. The next chapter in Rey Skywalker's storyline is currently set to be directed by Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. Sorry. But it appears that Star Wars fans will have to wait even longer to hear good news about the film. According to industry insider Daniel Reitman, Lucasfilm has put the long gestating Rey Star Wars film on hold. Rumored to be titled New Jedi Order, the project has seen a rotating crew of writers, with the latest being George Nolfi, Ocean's 12 and The Bourne Ultimatum. However, it seems other Star Wars films are taking precedent at the studio, including Sean Levy's Starfighter and James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi. Reitman says that the Rey movie is not canceled, but it is now on the back burner for the foreseeable future. Of course, the rumor should be taken with a grain of salt, but it is not shocking development considering Lucasfilm's history. The Rey movie is on hold once again, as both the Sean Levy and James Mangold Star Wars films are moving forward first. The project is not canceled, just temporarily on hold. Hmm. So I actually like this news. I don't think we need to go visit the world of Skywalker. I really don't think we should ever go back to the world of Skywalker, honestly. But if done and done right, it could be good. But I think Star Wars right now needs to put a hold pause on the world of Skywalker, let that rest, and do other projects. And I'm so glad that that seems to be what they're doing. You know, we're about to get the Mandalorian and Grogu film, which I'm looking forward to that. Um, then we're getting Sean Levy's Starfighter film and James Mangold film. All projects that I'm excited about. Now, with that being said, this is Lucasfilm, and Kathleen Kennedy has announced many projects that never come to fruition. So who knows if those two films are actually going to happen. But I actually am looking forward to movies in the Star Wars universe that isn't about Skywalkers, that actually dives into the universe of Star Wars. So I'm excited for Sean Levy's projects, and I'm excited for James Mangold project. Obviously, I hope they come, but I'm glad that this race story is being paused for the moment. Maybe it comes out and it's great, but I don't think it's the time for it right now because Star Wars has had too many losses. And going back to that character and that story, I don't think it'd be a win. I could be wrong, but I personally am glad that they're pausing it. I'm not saying I don't ever want to see it. I just think the timing for it is bad. I don't think it's necessary. I really think that they can put a cap on the Skywalker saga, call it a day, move forward, leave all those characters where they are. But if done right, obviously it could be good. Um, but in the meantime, let's leave that saga alone for a little bit. Let's get some new Star Wars stuff, man. There's so much out there. It's a big universe. You know what I'd love to see? And the game tried to do it. And it's okay, but I'd like to see a Star Wars movie about the criminal element. The Star Wars Outlaws kind of does that. And like I said, the game is entertaining. It's not great. It's entertaining, but I would love to see an Outlaws film, not like based on the character in the game, but a film about the criminal element in Star Wars and smugglers and all that stuff. That's not a Han Solo featured film. That would be dope. What do you all think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.